my name's Sarah and I am the owner of the Good Mixer pub in Camden. So the Good Mixer is quite a famous pub in Camden. It was originally a pub called the Cricketers, dating all the way back to the 1500s. Unfortunately, it was bombed in the war and basically razed to the ground. And so the Irish family that took on the site rebuilt the pub, and they were struggling for a name, and hilariously, the builders of the pub had left a giant cement mixer inside the basement. And basically, when they realised they'd built the entire pub around the cement mixer, they realised they couldn't get it out, and so therefore the Good Mixer was born. So since then, because of our location to a lot of record labels back in the 80s and 90s, it became a real hotspot for people like Alan McGee, who was from Creation Records, to come and use as his other office. A lot of different bands met here. Then more recently, Amy Winehouse used to drink in here a lot. She used to come in here to try and get away from the paparazzi. We'd close all the blinds. This is before my time, but the previous landlady was also called Sarah. So we'd close all the blinds in here, the paps would be all outside, and she'd be able to play pool freely without getting disturbed. So there have been a lot of challenges in the pub game for the last few years. As any publican will tell you, the combination of COVID, Brexit, and then a disastrous budget has created a lot of hurdles for a lot of businesses, especially independent businesses. People are a lot more cautious about where they spend their money and when they spend their money. I think we would all tell you that there's been a huge drop-off in the after-work drinks culture, with a lot more people working from home, and so you are focusing most of your activity on weekends. The best thing about being a pub owner is to be able to meet so many different people from many different walks of life, and especially with this pub being a live music pub, see a lot of emerging artists come in and be able to kind of build their careers. We've had bands like Fontaines DC, who've gone on to be Mercury Music nominated Brit Awards winners, play on our little tiny stage, and to see years of bands kind of come through the doors and kind of look in awe at the history of this place is really, really, really special. Staying ahead of the game is always an interesting one when you're a pub that really tries to kind of retain its traditional aspects. But we have really noticed that there has been a huge move towards craft beers, pale ales. We like to support a lot of local breweries, and so we will do guest taps. And obviously you can never go wrong with a pint of Guinness in an Irish pub, and we pride ourselves on being one of the best pints in London. If I was going to describe the pub industry in 3 words, I would say that we are resilient, we are social, and most importantly, we're vital. We're a lifeline for a lot of people in the community. It's the place where everyone goes to celebrate, commiserate, and for everything else in between.